Ness had a dream. It was a very clear and very strange dream. Dalam in the Far East. The Palace of Pooh, the Crown Prince. Prince Pooh, the time has now come for you to undertake your final trial. Go to the Place of Emptiness and endure this final test. I am praying for your success in this final stage of your training. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy, and welcome back to more EarthBound. This time, we join Prince Pooh, the fourth of our heroes at long last. We join him in the middle of his story where he is about to complete his martial arts training. Last time? There is no last time. I'm sure he got hit on by some attractive woman who wants to marry into the royal family or something. Pooh, open the chest! Whoa! There is a cup of life noodles inside. That's gonna come in so handy when I'm fighting all by myself. There is a brain food lunch inside. We've already seen how helpful that thing is. And, whoa, there is a brainstone inside. We get that as well. The brainstone is a frankly idiotically named item. You check its description and it's even more idiotic. A miraculous stone that enables you to concentrate without using your own brain. This is accomplished by just you keeping this item. This is great because if you can't concentrate, you can't use PSI. As useful as an item that causes you to not have to use your own brain seems like it would be, this is not clear at all about what it actually does. I used to personally think that it was a required item for Pooh to be able to use his psychic powers, and that it was some kind of gimp where he needed to have one less inventory space to be able to take advantage of it, so I kept it in my inventory at all times. No, not even close. Whoever has it in their inventory is prevented from having loss of concentration from enemies like the Mad Ducks, which is an extremely remote status ailment, and you're unlikely to have this thing ever be helpful to you even one time. Basically, yeah, I kind of thought Pooh was like Jeff, but had some kind of outside way of being able to use psychic abilities even though he wasn't natively psychic. Sounds to me like whoever had this text had a brainstone of their own, because that day they did not seem used to using their brain. Okay, nah, I guess just as likely I could say that I was not used to using my brain when I read this for the first time, but this is all a very roundabout way of saying don't worry about keeping it in your inventory, it's not as helpful as it looks. This guy's great. Hello? Is that you, Ness? Why are you disguising your voice like that? Who are you pretending to be? Oh, well, it's not a big deal. I suppose you need to have a sense of humor at a time like this. I deposited $4,136 into your bank account. Taking what we spent, you should now have this much in the bank. Well, experience to get to the next level. Pooh's pretty far along. We're not gonna save, though. This guy's hairdo is a phone. Yeah. Go quickly. Pooh's master has an unused sprite of looking backwards. He never leaves the spot, so you can't talk to him from above no matter how hard you try. And believe me, I have tried very hard. No, I didn't just try twice right now. Tried lots of other times too. Can't prove anything. Okay, no. Won't be like that. He is also a case of a character being named in Japan, but not named in our version. Pooh's master's name is Yisuchi. Pretty cool name. I don't know why they removed it. Prince Pooh. You're my favorite. Blush. And you thought I was kidding. Chicks dig guys named after excrement. Welcome to Dalam. Personally, I consider this one of the most imaginative locations in this world. It is still considered part of Chomo, even though it is a floating island in the pink clouds. I guess they just don't believe in themselves hard enough as a continent? No, seriously, that is actually a deciding factor in whether or not a landmass is considered a country or a continent. Do most of the residents recognize it as such? See? Greenland, you can be a continent if you just believe hard enough. I'm not kidding. You really can. Problem is, you guys just don't believe in yourselves enough. What is immorality? Immortality? Is immorality everlasting life? Oh, man. Okay. Great way to start things off. But seriously, this is a very imaginative location Like the atmosphere here. It's kind of a halfway point between Middle Eastern and Indian architecture, and I'm a big fan of both of those styles. Very happy to see them both kind of mashed together in one place here. It's great. Preet Poot. This guy's a fan favorite, and I will shock you by telling you that I don't really get into him much. I just don't, you know, inherently fart jokes are funny. I think they can be. I just don't think this guy is terribly funny. It's ambiguous as to whether or not he's playing a horn or he's, you know, shooting air through another hole, we'll say. Oh, Prince Pooh. I'm surprised you're not in training. Seems that's all you do these days. Why don't you take some time to play with me? I'm so lonely without you. And you thought I was kidding about him being popular with the ladies. Yeah. Chicks dig guys named after fecal matter. You heard it here first. I'll do more than just look around. I'll take a bottle of water. It's been a while. I think I can explain what bottle of waters are for because we have not had an organic moment to go over it. And also, this dirt patch looks like the United States on its eastern half, doesn't it? I think it does. Bottle of water. When you drink it, your PP slightly increases. Double meanings. Bottles of water restore 1 PP for everyone except Pooh. He restores 10 PP when he drinks water. Pooh works great as a dedicated spellcaster for this reason because he can recover his PP much more easily than everyone else, a standout trait that he has. Oh, Prince Pooh, do you have time to play with me? No. Aha, I knew it. Training changed you. I'm jealous of your training. Happy me, patty cake, patty cake. Oh, man. It's a lot more G-rated than I thought it was going to be. I guess he is still just a kid, so you can't get too out there with the kinds of things they're gonna want him doing. I just roasted some garlic and ate it, so the room still stinks. Oh gosh, I always hated that whenever my dad would like cook anything with chili peppers in it. It would just light your sinuses on fire, and he wouldn't just cook it outside or something. Ugh. I heard Prince Pooh is deeply into moo training. I wanna help him if I can. You know that you do everything well, right? I ruined the joke by misreading it! How could I do such a horrible thing? I've ruined everything! Popular with the girls, you say? I heard you're living a more serious lifestyle these days. What do you say if I say no? You've been acting very serious lately. Either way, he does not think it. Jar of deli sauce. Ooh, okay. That's a cool item. Jar of deli sauce is a super condiment. It tastes good on everything. And I can attest to it. I've had deli sauce in real life. They actually make it. It's like oil, vinegar, and oregano all rolled into one sauce. It's delicious. It tastes good on everything. I've had it on cookies and it was good, so I can attest to that. If there's any condiment that should taste good on everything, it should definitely be that one. Bowl of rice gruel inside. That's an HP recovery item. And another bottle of water. Why are you keeping your bottle of water in a chest? Is it refrigerated or something? We serve water, rice gruel, those sorts of things. What would you like to do? You can buy these items normally, and we can finally buy brain food lunches. If you combine a brain food lunch with a jar of deli sauce, it doubling that 300 HP, 50 PP recovery, dang, that's scary. You might argue that Pooh doesn't stand on his own too well because anyone can eat brain food lunches and get the benefits from it, but we'll just say $800 is a lot more than $4. I wish I could recover my PP just by drinking water, even though I've never seen him before. I heard the prince can do that. I guess I need more training. By the way, just what is PP anyway? Well, you see, whenever you drink too much water, it's just sort of a thing that happens. We don't really talk about it, but it's kind of a natural instinct. As strange as this may sound, there are statues of rabbits blocking your way. Rabbits are jerks, man. But I still love them. I could never say that I don't love rabbits. I think their jerkiness actually kind of adds to their charm. I like them. This is Moo, the place of nothingness. People who train here must clear everything from their mind. If you can make your mind blank and learn the true meaning of Moo, you'll pass through. Moo is Moo. You have nice eyes. You must be Prince Pooh. Long ago, I completed Moo training. I want to show you a higher level of intelligence. However, I'm still realizing and learning this high level. I'll see you again. So long. Away! He clears the way for us by removing his person. Ah, Prince Pooh! I'm a messenger from your master. He sent me to tell you must stop your meditation immediately. Prince Pooh! You must come back with me instead of staying in a place such as this. Your master wishes it. Please rise, Prince. Your Highness, you must give up this trial now. Believe what I say. It is the truth. You have the option to leave or stay. Tapping on the D-pad whatsoever gets rid of that extremely scary sound effect that, wow, I did not like as a kid. To me, I couldn't help but interpret it as there's some sort of drilling going on while he's meditating, and I don't know. I knew that he wasn't actually getting his head drilled into, but I just didn't like that sound effect. I still don't like it. By going back and talking to our master, I won't say anything. Go to Mu, the place of emptiness, again. We failed our training. We must wallow our way back there to beg for forgiveness. And on the way, I'd like you to hear the simply mystical theme of Dalan. Upon reaching the mountaintop again, we hear the same thing. It would really suck if there was a particularly strong gust of wind, or worse yet, an earthquake at this very particular moment. We'd be screwed. I've always wondered how these flying kingdoms avoid people falling off all the time, because in any game with a flying kingdom that you can fall off the edge, I do it constantly. I know you have more control over your body than you would with a game controller, but still, it's a question that begs answering. No matter how many times you leave, your master does not want you to come back. She is manipulating you because she does not want you to complete your training and not have time for her. She just wants you for herself. However, you need to leave the area and come back to be able to enter the meditation state again. You can't just walk back up. As a kid, I didn't get that she was manipulating me right away. It took me a few times. It took me until after the second time that it happened, and I kept going up and down, up and down, up and down, walking all around, trying to make that meditation happen again, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. And it bothered the ever-living daylights out of me that it's not at all clear that's what you have to do and that you can't just do it again by walking away and then coming back up. I don't like that detail. I got stuck on this for over an hour. I didn't realize that talking to the master again was the trigger for being able to try it again. And apparently I still didn't get that now, yay! I said leave the area and come back, and I kind of got into that, locked into that mental state. Ouch. Prince Pooh, I am the spirit of your ancient lineage. To complete your trial, I'm going to break your legs. You will lose the use of them. Do you accept this? So, Prince Pooh, you cannot walk as your legs are broken. Next, I will tear your arms off. I shall take your arms and feed them to the crows. The taking of your arms. Do you accept this? Ah, Prince Pooh. Without legs and arms, you can only lie there. Now I'll cut your ears off. You do not mind me taking your hearing away, do you? Do you accept this? So, Prince Pooh. No legs, no arms, and no sound. By floating words through the air, I must ask you. Do you care if I take your eyes? Do you want to live in eternal darkness? I shall steal your sight. Do you accept this? So, Prince Pooh, now I can only communicate directly with your mind. Your mind is all you have left. In the end, I will take your mind. Though you probably don't want to allow that, do you? So, you can't answer? You can't even move? Are you sad? Are you lonely? If you lose your mind, you also lose any feelings of sadness. Do you accept this? I will take your mind, Prince Pooh. know that I will possess it. Holy noodles, that is dark! Prince Pooh, you have now completed your training. The old master must be so pleased. Hurry, now return to the palace. Ah yes, no arms, no legs, no eyes, no ears. He will be so proud of me. No wonder they call it the place of nothingness. I am proud. You have completed your Moo training. There is nothing more to teach you from the holy writings. Prince Pooh, I shall relay a message to you from eternity. The evil entity that controls all wickedness is preparing for the greatest struggle of all time. The only ones who can challenge the entity are 3 boys and 1 girl. One named Ness is the leader of the 4. One of the boys is you, Prince Pooh. Now that you've completed your training, search out Ness at once. For all beings, for the Earth herself, I pray for growth in the might of the 4. Pooh's level is now 16. Pooh's level is also 17. Pooh's level is now 18. We have realized the power of Teleport Beta, a previously unseen power. And Ness is the boy of your dreams. My name is Pooh. I am the one who will fight beside you. I am the servant of Ness. I will obey Ness. Ness, my life is in your hands. It just sort of feels right having all 4 of us together at last. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Next time on EarthBound, with the Chosen 4 united, we find out what more we can do. See you guys then.